The story of Queen Esther takes place in the ancient Persian Empire, during the reign of King Ahasuerus, also known as King Xerxes. Persia was one of the most powerful kingdoms in the world, filled with palaces, wealth, and royal officials. Our story begins in this grand empire, inside the royal palace at Susa, where important decisions affecting millions of people were made. Esther was a young Jewish woman living in Persia. After losing her parents, she was raised by her cousin Mordecai. She was known for her beauty, humility, and quiet strength. Though her life was simple, God was preparing her for a greater purpose. After Queen Vashti was removed, King Xerxes began a search for a new queen. Young women from across the empire were taken to the palace, and Esther was among them. Even though it was frightening, she trusted Mordecai's guidance and trusted God. When Esther met the king, she found favor with him. Her character stood out above all the others, and she was chosen to be queen. She kept her Jewish identity secret, just as Mordecai told her. Mordecai often stayed at the king's gate, where he encountered Haman, a proud and powerful official. When Mordecai refused to bow to him, Haman grew angry. Learning that Mordecai was Jewish, he decided to destroy all the Jews in the empire. Haman convinced King Xerxes that the Jews were a threat. The king agreed to his plan, and a decree was issued to destroy them on a set day. When Mordecai heard this, he tore his clothes in grief and sent a message to Esther. Mordecai urged Esther to speak to the king. She was afraid because anyone who approached the king uninvited could be killed. But Mordecai reminded her, "Perhaps you were made queen for such a time as this." Esther asked the Jews to fast and pray for 3 days. After the fast, Esther went before the king. Instead of punishing her, he welcomed her with the golden scepter. Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet, waiting for the right moment to speak. At the second banquet, the king asked Esther for her request, with courage. She revealed that her people were in danger because of Haman's plan. The king became furious when he realized Haman wanted to destroy the queen's people. Haman's evil plan turned against him. The king ordered his punishment, and Mordecai was given Haman's position and authority. A new decree was written, allowing the Jews to defend themselves. On the appointed day, they stood together and overcame their enemies. They celebrated with joy, and the festival of Purim was created to remember God's deliverance. Esther's story teaches us that courage and faith can save lives. Even when we feel afraid or unprepared, God can use us for a purpose greater than ourselves. Because Esther stood with bravery, her people were saved.